Good morning everyone. Thank you once again for being here. CryptoCitadel Chat Picasso here. Today we're gonna do a bit of a different video. We're gonna start with IOST, really because I'm watching IOST real close, and we have t.me/CryptoCitadel. That's our group. Please join us if you have a chance there. Thank you to our 50 members. We're finally there. Thank you RBL, thank you Daniel, thank you PandaChamp, thank you Elliot, thank you Orcas group, thank you everyone for following us. So yesterday we had Bitcoin plunge out of our watch area here. We will focus on that in a little while, but right now I want to do IOST, and IOST has been shredding it lately, as we said before in a couple of videos earlier, that we've been watching IOST pretty close, and we can see that IOST has been on a rip for at least 47 days now, and it has done around, let's just see that, how much percent did we get from this? IOST has rallied around a full 100%. That's 2x your investment if you entered here. So we're going to go for the 4 hours. The 4 hours is currently in an uptrend, as you can see here, and it's currently testing support. It's testing support in two fronts. It's testing support from this view on this line here. You can see support testing there, and it's going to soon test this support if it continues to creep down in that direction. So what we usually do when things are not so clear to see, we change the chart to line chart, and you can see this is beautifully hugging this line. So with a line chart, what happens, all the wicks get ignored and you only get the closes of the market. You can see this was a perfect close, bounced, tested support, gone it went, rejected, bounced, retested on the next time, and off it went. Bounced, support, tested, rebounded, testing again. So we can expect IOST to bounce around this orange line here and eventually just rip to the upside, or if it closes below, rips to the downside. But we're gonna wait that patiently, probably buy some more IOST here, so we can expect some gains there in the future. If that plays out to be true, you can expect at least 22% from this trade. This is not financial advice. Please do your research, guys, and please take care with these trades. We're gonna go to the daily, and on the daily it's just a bit clearer here. We see our uptrend there, we see our rejection on the green line, we see the retracement, we see the support over here, and we're expecting a bounce from here. The only way we can expect a complete rejection here is if we drop below here, and we can see a plunge candle, real violent here, probably to this range or to down below here at 0.05. Otherwise it's looking rather bullish, as we can see by the RSI here. If it does signal a short signal here, I would watch out for that, because it could signal something similar to this, and that's just a classic hunt there to the downside, and boom, ran away after consuming all the liquidity below. On the weekly end, you can see this massive wick here, and as I look into the weekly, I would mark this range here. So this is what I expect from the bulls to cover, at least close above here. If bulls can't keep up with this trend, they'll come down and test support over here. If they can't do that, coming down below this range, we'll start testing this line really hard. If this line gets dropped, then I'll expect a further test of this orange line and probably come down here and test this dip, and that lines out with around 0.05 scenario there. So yeah, that's pretty it on the IOST here. Shout out to IOST based groups here. PowerMine, shout out to PowerMine, really great IOST resource place there. Shout out to Block Dice, really great game on the IOST environment. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our BTCUSD charts, starting with Bybit. Let's do the 4 hours. Okay, so the 4 hours has met serious rejection at around 9697 range, and it went all the way down. It cut through the first layer of support. It did try and stay on the support area, but we can see on the very next 4-hour candle rejected right away, and that went down and tested our very famous 0.5 range there at 9355. You can see a further subsequent candle trying to close above here, and it failed. Closes below, you continue your short. You don't worry about what's above, you close below. That's a sign enough for you to continue your short. Then we hit another familiar point of resistance. This line coming down here, it's old support, and we can see that we got supported here from this whole confluence here, got supported, bounced off an old gun fan over here, pretty good bounce, tested resistance again, managed to cross resistance, but couldn't cross the overall long term resistance now that has flipped. So this section here has flipped from supporting the trend, support, dropped, supported, support. So this block was supporting BTC a while now, has now turned into resistance. So our play here will be to definitely watch out on how to close our short. As it stands, the bull are not doing such a great job into regaining this area. They really need to start closing above at least the 9268 so that we can start watching for the 93s again. But right now they're not doing so great. But right now we will take this chance to update this small range here. So I would expect this to play around like that, and I'll bring my trend forward. Okay, so I will be focusing on this triangle from now on. So if it closes above here, you already know my style, I long. If it closes below here, that's enough confirmation to keep shorting. I'm gonna go into the weekly. Let's do the weekly real quick. Okay, on the weekly end, we're still in familiar scenario, still in a 50-50 range. We could expect a bounce below here from previous trend, and we could expect a rejection above there. Right now on the weekly is a 50-50 situation, and we're still in a very familiar location. So here I would expect something more focused on these lines like that. Let's disable magnet. I would expect that. Alright, enable magnet, and I will be watching what happens here. If we manage to close above this triangle, then that's a good sign to carry on long. But right now it's still in familiar waters there. And eventually let's do our favorite chart, the daily chart. Right, on the daily end, really massive movements there. We had this cross here and we went bullish. We had the rejection here, and we did expect this rejection here. We were expecting a touch here, which happened, and a close below here, further issued the drop as expected. I did say we watch for this 9.2 region, which got tested beautifully. The bears managed to close above it, but the bulls couldn't keep up with that. If you initiated a long there, then you seriously needed a very tight stop loss here. But for those who continued shorting, this was your next target. So that was the play here. You close below this line, you short. You close below this triangle, you continue shorting. There wasn't confirmation of a close below here except from yesterday, but that close is now leading into a bullish scenario here. So we'll have to wait this out and see how this bigger triangle here solves. Will it hold over here? This is one of our old trends here, so this is an expected bounce as well from the parallel here. Expected bounce almost spilled out there, but perfectly held in. So we could expect another test to the upside and try to solve this triangle in the next couple of days. So we will be focusing this area the most here. This will be one of the most important vital points for the bulls now. If they close below here anything around 9100, that's really bearish, and we could expect further touches below. So thank you guys, this is it from me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following me on my noisy computer. I hope I can get a better mic in a little while, but thank you guys. Please don't forget our group CryptoCitadel, t.me/CryptoCitadel, and the Orcas group, as well as the blog Dice team there, as well as PowerMine private mining club for IOST. Thank you guys again. See you again next time. Bye.